Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Let me grab this microphone. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Well, on a good note, it's Monday, January 10th, 7:42 a.m. We can all get back to work. On a bad note, it's a dumping Monday. The charts are beautiful. So let's see what's going on in the market. I'm not convinced that this is a big deal yet. We shall see. We're going to check it out. All right, looking at Coin 360, looking at the cryptoverse in squares. It is a red day in the market. The only difference is something red or deep red. So everything's dumping because Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin, I think, went below 40K. We'll take a look at that. But right now, Bitcoin at 40,353. So Bitcoin dumping this morning. But is it simply dumping to a nice, good bounce position, bounce spot? Could be. Bitcoin trading volume, unfortunately, guys, it's still not working. I wish it would. I wish I could contact somebody there and be like, dude, what's going on? Fear and greed index this morning, it is at 23. Surprise, it's not down to 10. Again, probably it's lagging. Once again, from Trade Genius chat, this is something somebody posted in there, bouncing off the 21 EMA on the, I believe this is a monthly or chart, monthly or weekly. Anyway, sniper buys, sniper sells there, etc., etc. They show some of their cool indicators, and this person is an Elliott wave person, and he makes a great point that this bounce that we're heading into very well could be the fifth leg of a Elliott wave movement that takes us up to 100K. Why not? I'll take it. Looking at trading volume last 24 hours, looking at spot trading volume last 24 hours, okay? I see in a 7-day graph here a slight little tick up, which is kind of nice. But right now we're at 13.8 billion in trading volume last 24 hours, down 10% last 24 hours. Man, ain't nobody trading. We just do not have volume. We don't, except for friggin' whales dumping Bitcoin. All right. So for derivatives on Binance, 52 billion, down 7% last 24 hours. So derivatives, 50 billion is not a bad day, but 75 billion is a good day. I do notice here that Coinbase is definitely showing up for work recently. So Coinbase for spot trading is 3.6 billion if we round it up. So, Binance, basically 14 billion. Now that this refreshes, Binance, let's call it 14 billion, down 8% last 24 hours. Coinbase, 3.6 billion, down 12% last 24 hours. So KuCoin, 2.3 billion, down 8%. Binance US, nothing of note. Crypto.com, 3.2 billion, down 11%. Really, Bybit, nothing of note. Anyway, we do not have volume this morning. We do not have volume. Looking at what I can see from this chart, looking at a 3-day graph here, we're showing 3 days. We can look at like this morning, last couple hours. Bitcoin trading volume explicitly on the retail side is increasing. This shows it mostly on Coinbase because it doesn't seem to show Binance on this. So, of course, it's going to be Coinbase. It's going to be the big one. Not sure why it doesn't show Binance. But anyway, last couple hours, the Bitcoin trading volume is increasing, but I can't quite make out what that means on this chart other than it is increasing. Looking at open interest, 3.6 billion open interest across the big exchanges, negative 2% last 24 hours. All right, check it out. Everybody was completely panicking, losing their mind. Oh my God, it's over. Well, check it out. Really, I mean it. I'm going to put this in the live chat right now. Okay, I'm going to put it in live chat over at, so check this out if you'd like to see that. I'm going to post it over here. So you guys can't see this, but I'm going to post it out on the Bitcoin Daily View Telegram chat, which you can find in the show notes or over at bitcoindailyview.com. Hop on the Telegram. We chat all day long. We, talk crap about things and post funny memes, and it's fun and good setups. Now check this out. So this morning we had a serious dump going on. The bears were just kicking ass, and then of course the bulls came in. They were like, after they'd gotten liquidated, the bulls were like, "You sons of," they started dumping, and they've been nonstop dumping buys in here. So this is definitely an aggressive move. I'm looking at the size of the buys that the oh, now they're getting intense here. Anyway, this morning, if you want to, if you want to have as much fun as watching a monster truck, rally, if you're kind of a crypto geek, right, like myself, this is something to watch. I've been watching here. Definitely the Bulls and the Bears. I mean, this is straight up. This is like a dark alley knife fight. I mean, this is intense. They are battling it out. They're putting big plays in there. I'm seeing 1.5 and $1 million buys and sells. Lots of 100K chunks. The ones that are like low 100Ks are usually from what I've noticed, those are automated trading. I usually buy bigger money places. They don't even give a shit if they blow 100K trades. Seeing a $1.5 billion buy, a sell. So we're seeing bigger numbers here. We're seeing like the automated trading firing off, which happens, which is always happening actually. I mean, some big money, they do market maker crap with 100K chunks. So I mean, anyway, but we're seeing big chunks go in here of buys and sells, and really there is like I say, this is a real battle. Or it might be a coordinated effort. I won't belabor it. I mean, it could be a conference call. Okay, you dump, I'll pump. You dump, got your leverage on. Okay, I'm dumping it. All right, stop. I'm gonna pump it. You buy, I'll sell. Blah. Who knows? But anyway, this morning a extreme Bart Simpson pattern here. It didn't last very long. 14.14 it started, and then it kind of had recovered by 14.43. So basically, longs got wrecked. And you can see it down here. Longs got wrecked. And then what happened? You can see not quite as many shorts got wrecked here, but shorts got wrecked after that. So longs got devastated. Then those who got kind of saucy, they got wrecked when they put their shorts in. So anyway, longs and shorts now off the table. So Monday, we're starting with a clear deck. Even though we kind of dumped and it looks shitty, we're back where we started. All right. Bitcoin longs versus shorts on Binance. 76% long, 23% short. Definitely a long bias. All right. For Ethereum on Binance, longs versus shorts. 72% long, 27% short. All right. Looking at the daily chart, it was so beautiful. All was wonderful. Thought maybe we were going to get our third green candle in a row, but today, boom, maybe not. Although the day is young. The MACD, which was trending positive, is now tangenting towards negative again. Let's see how it goes. Like I say, we're looking at serious whale volatility right here. We definitely could close today with a green candle. As I watch the Bulls and the Bears, oh my God, a $4.1 million buy. Boom! Take that, Bears. This is fun. You can, it is fun to watch. And it gives you an idea. I've gotten to know, if you watch this, you can actually start to see what's coming by the buy and sell traffic and the amounts. It's actually an indicator. I can tell the mood of the market. Like right now, definitely automated trading is happening with the big money, but also there's a real desire to push this sucker up or down. The Bulls and the Bears are after it. There's a bigger picture in mind right here. The battle for a positive future of humanity is happening right there. Let's go check it out. It's fun. Evil versus good. Anyway, with that said, this is beautiful. Daily chart. Unfortunately, we lost our positive momentum. Let's see if we get it back today. Day is young. Negative MACD on a daily. It creates a lot of downwards pressure. Let's see if this tangent can move towards the positive today. If it does, if this thing Bitcoin begins to close a green candle today, and the MACD is correcting, we definitely too young of a day, too early in the day to know. Now, here's a 4-hour chart. Right now, we have been playing around where we have had previous support and resistance. We've kind of been ranging right there in the chart in this green box here. This Fibonacci sequence starts way back July 20th or so, runs up. It all kind of sticks. It looks very, very good. On the 4-hour chart, we are below the 2 moving average. That is not so great. We're also below the 90 EMA, which is not so great. We're losing this box of area where we have previous support and resistance. On the 4-hour chart, we were visiting the very, very bottom of the RSI cave and going below it a bit. So worst case scenario, I think, of course, there ain't no top, there ain't no bottom. Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. It could pump 10-15% in the next 15 minutes. It could, right? But with that said, it could also dump that much. So I'm looking at 37,830. are around 37,000. It's like somewhere between like 38,000 and 37,000. So somewhere really between like 39,000 and 37,000. Somewhere in there, you've got your 786 fib level. And I looked at this on the daily charts and different time frames and run fib sequences different ways, and in general, all of them that stick well in different time ranges, different candle lengths, basically, they do show around between like 38 and 37,000 would be a fib level, depending on how you look at it. So anyway, without going through all that again, just basically 37,000 or basically 36,000 to 39,000, somewhere in there, 38,000, actually 38,000 to 36,000, somewhere in there. Great place to have buys in, because they limit orders. They very well may fill. Not financial advice, of course, entertainment purposes only. But with that said, I'm just watching right now. I don't know what it's going to do. We could have a green candle in the next 5 minutes on the daily. We really could. And look at this. This dump was scary, but look at that. The bears, the bulls are pushing it back up with big buy orders. So, but the bears are trying to push it down. So anyway, this is a real battle right now. I'm not sure what's going on, but definitely there's a battle in the crypto whale universe this morning. What do you think it is? What do you think is going on? I don't know, but it's definitely happening. We're seeing it. So how far is it going to bounce? I don't know, but 37,830. I have my limit orders in at like 38,000, like about like 39,000. I'm sorry, 30. Sorry about that. 30. Sorry, gosh, what a day. 37,000. So like 37,008. I have my limit orders in at like 37,900 and like 37,850. Some kind of Hail Mary limit orders in, just because it could be a great bounce spot. If not, it's just my dollar cost average for the week. If it goes past it, not a bad spot. So anyway, could be a play if it dumps further. Let's look at a shorter time frame and see what's going on. Okay, 15-minute chart. Check this out. 15-minute chart. We have really been. This is a nice looking 15-minute chart, I must say. And why I'm going to say that is this. Here's the deal. Let's get the little tool here. Bam. We've been kind of ranging for a while in a 15-minute chart. If you look at it, that's what I call it's kind of ranging, and a lot of those whales that we see, over here, basically, they've been, buying these tops. Or I should say selling them, and then buying these bottoms. So it's ranging. This morning we had a really nasty dump, but look, we're recovering very quickly. You can see it here on the 15-minute chart. And do note on the 15-minute chart, if we get a 200 moving average cross on the 15-minute chart, I know it's a very, very short time frame, but it's a very, very powerful time frame. Also, it will kind of denote the attitude of Bitcoin. And so we had a hardcore dump, but as you can see, it's recovering here. I think this is like what? This is like 10-second candles, I think, or something like that. I think it is 1 second. Okay, except for 10 seconds. So anyway, 10-second candles. As you can see, it's pretty intense. So we had our dump, and we are recovering. Good to go. But look here. Here we are. Where's it at? A 15-minute chart. It does show pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to put an alert in. Actually, I already have it in, I think. Flux, USDT 15 crossing. Let me actually restart that one. There we go. Restart. Boom. There we go. I'm watching this one here. When this crosses, so after this, I'm going to go and just, make some, fry some potatoes for breakfast. And, but I'm watching this 15-minute chart, Bitcoin, Binance for where all the volume is, watching for this thing to do that 15-minute cross of the 200 moving average. And I think that once we get support up there, like once today starts kind of looking like this right here, basically, once we make that break and stay above, I get a little bit of traction above there. I'm going to keep an eye on that, but then I'm going to be watching for the 45-minute chart. Really what would denote a powerful week is, so here on the 45-minute chart, you can see we dumped down and past the bottom of the RSI cave. Indicators are definitely showing maybe it's time for a bounce here. We do have a nice, very, very wicky green candle. It appears, and as you can see with these wicks here, on the 45-minute candle, in that very, very short body, you can really see what the whales are doing here. This is an intense morning. The whales and the bulls have two different ideas of what this week is supposed to be about, and we're seeing it. We're seeing that get battled out and resolved right now. So when the smoke clears, we'll see what happens. If the 15-minute turns positive, I'm really not going to trade. I'm going to just chill until we get a positive 15-minute chart here for Bitcoin. And I think getting back above that 200 moving average, if we're going to have a bullish week, like starting today, it's going to happen pretty soon. Then I'll be watching for how the 45-minute chart's doing. I'll probably trade on a positive 15-minute chart, very, very short trades for some dough. Gotta buy my ivermectin for the week and my preventative ivermectin for the week. So here, anyway, I'll be watching this too. If we really, it's going to be a great trading week if Bitcoin can. Let's see what that would actually entail. From where we're sitting to get above the 200 moving average is about 6 or 7%, and then if it stays there for 12 hours or so, then we're going to see a real serious rally in the alts, I think. So just be wary. I mean, also note that the when the stochastic RSI and the weight oscillator by Lazy Bear both agree, that's a very powerful signal. And as we can see, the stochastic RSI is tangenting up way down into the deep buy area here. And then also the weight oscillator by Lazy Bear definitely has dumped quite far, has not tangented up yet. Squeeze indicators beginning to show some lack of momentum downwards. Directional index is in the red. KRI has not, it is just recently tangented up. Okay, so we're looking at some positive stuff going on here. It's all about, you know, who wins this whale battle this morning and sets the tone for this week. I honestly think high octane speculation, but that's why you're here, you know, for the high octane speculation. What else can I do here? Looking at this. Let's see what happens. The Bears and Bulls got to resolve their little tussle this morning, and then we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm waiting for. Let's see how this week turns out, man. It's the beginning of a new week. Is it going to belong to the Bulls or the Bears? I don't think it can change very quickly. It could belong to the Bulls one day and the Bears the other. But but looking at the indicators here on the short time frame, also want to 45-minute is absolutely good, my favorite time frame. But the hourly, actually, for looking at the stochastic RSI, is where the money is. And as you can see, the tangent on the hourly is just about to turn up. It is turning up, actually, and the weight oscillator by Lazy Bear is still on the way down. But these oscillators are pretty powerful in these time frames. On the hourly, we still have a green candle, indecisive. More people watch the hourly than the 45-minute chart. So let's see what happens, guys. I'm watching the 15, and depending on what it does, I'll be watching the 45 to see if we can get across there. But if we can get a 15-minute cross, I'm going to be very, very happy. If it can find traction there, it's going to be a good trading day. Getting some upwards movement. Let's look at a 5-second chart. How's that looking here? Pull some data in. Not really seeing much. Well, you know, anyway, sorry guys. I don't mean to get a 15-second chart. How's that look? I hope I don't blow my GPU up. Come on now. Yeah, 15-minute chart. You can see a 15-second chart. You can kind of see a little Bart Simpson pattern there. I don't want to pull too much data in, but basically, anyway, we're just starting. I'm just doing that. We're starting to see some nice, nice bursty turbulence and at these second time frames. So let's see what happens, guys. Bulls and the Bears got to work it out. So I will not belabor it. I'm moving kind of slow this morning. Ethereum versus USDT. It's doing what Bitcoin is doing pretty much exactly. So Ethereum versus USDT, same thing. Ethereum versus BTC. If Ethereum recovers quicker, it'd be a great trade, an ETH versus BTC trade. But right now, it's just too crazy. I'm not doing it. Sol versus USDT, dumped. It's doing what Bitcoin's doing. Basically, it will turn up when Bitcoin turns up. Sol versus BTC, though. Sol versus BTC. That was Sol versus USDT. I'm sorry. This is Sol. This is SOL versus USDT. Sorry. This is Sol, SOUL versus BTC. So I've been watching. It dumped below the 200 moving average. wicked below, but didn't really body below the 314, and now it's actually ranging between the 200 and the 314. Indicators are turning up rather sharply here. So Sol versus BTC, SOUL, Sol versus BTC. If you are on KuCoin, this might be a play right there. I think this is on a couple of exchanges. If we look, I only see it on KuCoin. So if you're a KuCoiner, Sol versus BTC, it may pull up and make some sweet sats during this recovery. Be a crazy play. Not suggesting it, just saying it could be money for the crazy tough and the phony brave, right? It could. Looking at SHIB versus USDT, it continues its frigging downward spiral to nothing, and this dump pretty much, yeah, it's starting to retrace a little bit like everything else, but it's dumping. Flux versus BTC, strong chart. Like I say, Flux just had a doing a deal with NVIDIA, working on Web 3.0 stuff. Sorry, I was going to get an article on that and show it to you. I will do that like next time. I'll make a note of it. But cool stuff Flux is doing. It went below the 200 moving average, but it bounced off the 314 after waking below it. It's ranging between now. Indicators are turning up. This thing is not taking any shit. It's got too much going on to be dumping. So definitely, I'm watching this one for some. I might be. Actually, I did. Yeah. I'll be when when this actually does make a strong break above the 200 moving average and looks good, indicators turning up, I will be doing a Flux versus BTC trade over there on I will be, yes, because it's got a lot of momentum behind it right now. This chart isn't looking too bad. I'm going to play by the rules though. Wait for this thing to get full Madrid ribbons, as they say. This indicator is over at bitcoinreview.com. You can find it there. It's the Madrid ribbons. It's a bunch of EMAs right now. They're red. When they turn green, when we get a green merit badge down here, when they turn green, we're above the 200 moving average and the indicators look good. The ADX is above 25, which it already is, and we start to get some at least a directional index down here trending towards the green, if not green already. Squeeze indicator is already showing a recovery. KRI is looking up. Stochastic RSI is in the right spot. And wave translator by Lazy Bear is showing, boom, this is definitely the buy zone. So I'm waiting for that 200 moving average cross here on the 45-minute chart. And I'll be back in on this one a little bit. That might be a trade that I do for sure. Now, with that said, little news before we head off. Actually, let's look at Bitcoin one more time here on the 45-minute chart. Come on now. 45-minute chart. How'd you go? We want 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's about. I'm watching for that. Watching for this thing to recover and cross there. Indicators are kind of lending towards that happening. I know it's a very short time frame, but I'm looking to see what this day is going to hold. A little bit of news. This is interesting. I posted this over in the Telegram chat for Bitcoin Daily View. We have less than 2 weeks to finalize preparation. Okay, it sounds nutty, the headline kind of clickbaity, but it makes a great case for the whole Vax passport and then also different country standards and shipping between like the U.S. and Canada. If you wanna, this is very, very short. It's worth checking out. Just something to think about. If you're a prepper, just be sure you have your shit together. And if you're not, just be ready for craziness because just read it if you so desire. It's over at bitcoindailyview.com. I'll actually right now, I will put this in the live chat. I'll stick it there so you can catch it later if you wanna. Other than that, here's one for you. Massive 145 country study shows sharp increase of transmission and death after COVID. After introduction of COVID vaccines. A lot of nice charts here. In my opinion, this is only hardly even skimming the surface, but this is worth checking out if you so desire. Very, very poignant data. Just something to for your consideration. People are always saying, "I'm going with the science." Well, that's fine. I mean, go with the science, right? I believe in gravity too, science, right? But at the same time, check this out. This is science too. This is some serious big data analysis. I like big data analysis, and I think this has value. If you so desire, check it out and do with this data what you will. I would like to see you Bitcoin truth seekers live and not die for the Great Reset. With that said, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, it's true, a piece of shit globalist pushing this kind of bullshit cries. So let's keep messing up their days, and let's make a lot of money. Let's see how this week goes. It's Bulls versus Bears today, this morning. We're going to see who wins. I'll be watching. And if we get a real good movement towards the positive or negative, I'll hop back on and talk about it. If we can see some charts that look good, we got $1.9 million, $1.4 million buys that just rolled through here. 755K buy. Definitely when I see $2.7 million buy, look at that. So when we see buys like that size, that's usually us definitely them trying to move it, especially when you start seeing like $250,000 buys and sells. That's trying to move it. 500K, etc. Another $1 million buy. So let's watch these characters. It's pretty fun to watch. I think the Bulls and the Bears are trying to set the tone for this week, and we'll see if good versus we'll see who wins, good or evil. You know what I mean? It's just a battle in the great war of whatever, good versus evil. Bitcoin versus USDT 15-minute chart. Once again, working on our third green candle in a row. Let's see what happens. This might be the time to turn it around. Come on now, have your alert set for this 15-minute break and support above that. Watch all start to lose their friggin' minds when that happens, in my opinion. High octane speculation, but I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to bounce in a logical spot. In fact, we kind of already did. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. If anything amazing happens, I'll hop back on because I think this might be an amazing day and an amazing week. It's one day. We can all get back to work. Let's hope it's a pump day and not just a dump day. Take care.